Everybody grab your cups. It's time for the Own Your Now show. And guess what? It's Friday, lady yo. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? Let's go, girl.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horns play. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then you strength.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time for the Own Your Now show. It's Freedom Friday. I'm your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I'm your co-host, Yolanda Langford. And yes, you can call me Lady Yo.
That's right, Lady Yo. And it's Free Your Mind Friday. Another week. You know, I'm drinking my coffee black.
Okay.
No sugar, no cream.
As always.
Yes.
I like your consistency.
What's in your cup? What you
You
sipping
know,
on?
I am with you today, sis. I am drinking black coffee, no sugar, no cream. I want to try to be like you.
Hey, you being like you and we drink. It tastes good, don't it?
It does taste
Yes.
good. And it gives you a different flavor because normally you put some sugar in there or a little creamer, but some straight black coffee is some
Girl,
kind of good.
It's some kind of good, y'all. You need to try it. You know, I want to talk to you about this week has been a long week,
Yes.
you know, but it's really been cool because we have both had our daughters on the set working
Yes.
with us.
Shout out to Danielle Langford.
That's right, and Bria McGee. Yes, y'all, we keeping it 100. We keeping it in the family.
Yes, indeed.
And hopefully, as a result of that, we will show our young women what it looks like to have jobs versus careers, and careers versus jobs.
Yes.
Because that's how you get that experience, by doing different internships and seeking those things. Speaking of jobs versus careers, I want to talk about defining success, y'all. You know, our guest for today, our vibrant vibe, we even call it vibe in the box
Yes.
guest, is Bernie Frazier. Yes?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know, she has a book, Your Success is in You. Now, that is something to think about.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Your success is in you. It's empowering women, everyone, to
Yes.
equip themselves to create their best career ever. She's an author, she's a speaker, career coach, strategist, talent acquisition expert. Yeah.
Whoa, man. Her mission is to help people overcome barriers to create greater success. I can't wait.
Yes, yes. I want to ask you, because she's been one of those people who has spent at least 25 years in leading corporate recruiting organizations, serving as a keynote and a speaker for Fortune 500s. She knows the keys, but have you thought about like your talents
Yes.
and what those look like for you?
You know, so my God-given talent is to actually connect people. My phone rings often and someone will say, Yolanda, do you know so-and-so? I say, I may not, but let me find someone who
Yes.
does. And I'll tell you the success stories that I've heard, especially with the young people as they grow up and have families of their own. I run into them and they say, you know, when you took the time to connect me with John,
Yes.
I got that job, but now I am. And I
Yes.
just see just the success
back.
into individuals. So connecting people. How about you?
Being a connector is everything. I've seen you do the work. You know, it's like you're being a cheerleader for the community, and you're like, let me connect you with this person, and you just pull out your little black book and your phone
Yes.
and give them that information. For me, I think that my success is empowering girls and women,
Yes.
you know, and being a champion for mental health awareness. That's key to me. That
Absolutely.
means everything. I like that Bernie's going to come on and talk to us about how she coaches people all over globally, but it speaks to my affirmation word for today. But there was a quote that came from her book, and it says, true happiness involves the use of one's power and talents. I think it was by John Gardner. And when we find our talents, I think that that's what allows us to walk in our purpose. So I'm excited about everything that she's about to bring, and you guys look forward to it. But when we return, get ready for our Own Your Now cup of therapy. It's sponsored by Frazier Automotive. Pull up.
Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow, celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Frazier Automotive.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How was it? Is it good?
I'm Bernie Frazier, president of Career Compass LLC. Keep watching the Own Your Now show on the TV network.
So now it is time for our Own Your Now cup of therapy. As I said earlier, my affirmation word for today is power. And I think there's power in words. There's power in us connecting. There's power in us finding the success within and what that looks like and defining our purpose.
Yes.
But I think it's also power in us checking on our strong friends. Who are we checking on today, Lady O?
Tracy, I am checking on the Fit Pearls. You know, we are a group of women on Facebook, and we check on our fitness goals, and we are led by the one and only Terry Spicer, and she's lost 40 pounds.
Wow, congratulations. I didn't know about the Fit Pearl.
Yes. She started the group. She came on our show before. Every girl, there's a pearl in every girl.
I remember.
She came and talked
remember
about
that.
her book.
Yes.
And so from that, she's now the Fit Pearl. And she talks about her weight loss journey. And it's so inspiring. So I'm so proud of you, Terry Spicer. And I'm checking on my Fit Pearls.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'm going to check on Monica Campbell with Mindset Fitness because she gives out quotes every week and she really inspires me. I don't know if you saw my workout journey, but well, you know what? It was really cool for me to take some time for myself physically and get my mind right. And I'm back in the game. You know, I'm not going to stop, Monica. I'm going to make sure that everything that we have been doing is paying off. And that's important. So I'm also going to join the Fit Pearls. I want to see what that's all about.
Okay.
You're in a lot of good groups on Facebook.
I am. We have a lot of good women in this world.
Yes. And I think that's something that we have to look at when we think about the groups that we are in. A lot of people say it's a lot of negativity, but it's not. Because positivity breeds positivity. So speaking of positivity, y'all, it's time, y'all, for our self-care stretch of the day. Everybody, center yourselves. Let's take some deep breaths in and out. I always say, check on your strong friends, reach out. I love it. Yes. I'm checking on my strong friends.
I'm checking on you, girl.
Okay. Yes, so everybody cross your hands over. Bring them in close to your heart. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
Take a deep breath in. Release. Deep breath in. Release. This song is Changes by Lady Bree, y'all, and I need you all to understand that every single day we can make it through the changes. We got the power to do it. Another deep breath in and release. Give yourselves a hug.
Yes, a big old hug.
Self-care. Hug yourself first. Yes. Let's release it. How do you feel?
Empowered. I mean,
Yes.
sometimes when you take that deep breath, it's cleansing.
Yes,
and you
it
can
is.
think a little clearer. So you know it's almost time for our Vibrant Vibe guest. When we return, get ready for Bernie Frazier.
That's right, y'all. We're going to sip it up. It's time.
It's time.
That's right.
At Keith's Realty Group, we're focused on helping you in the home buying and selling process, standing with you every step of the way so you can own a new home or sell your existing home successfully. Budgeting, credit building, and down payment. Everything you need to know about the home buying and selling process. We're not just selling you a home in the community, we are helping build communities. By keeping focused on you and your needs, we can put you in a home for a lifetime. Keith's Realty Group, selling communities one key at a time.
It's not about exact measurements or the perfect dice when it comes to cooking. Good food is about feeling, inspired food is about comfort, and pure food is about feeding the soul. You have to have soul to feed people right, so pull up a chair, take a taste, and let Pure Catering do the cooking. Visit Pure Catering Cafe STL at the Missouri Historical Society today.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
As promised, we have author, strategist, coach, and native of St. Louis, Missouri. She is also the founder and president of Career Compass LLC, a speaking and career coaching firm. Bernie Frazier, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, you look beautiful. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for starting your morning with us.
You
but
are
we want to
welcome.
know one thing. What gets Bernie going? What's in your cup?
Oh my goodness, this morning and every morning is coffee. So
Okay.
I guess it's probably more apropos to say what was in my cup.
I understand. I definitely understand
Well,
that.
you know, we love our coffee, and there's a lot of great coffee shops all around, so we can keep sipping. But we want to talk about careers. Career Compass LLC. Tell us about the work you do.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here, first of all, with you two beautiful ladies. But the work that I do, you know, my mission is to help people overcome barriers to create greater career success.
Yes.
And I think it was born out of my many years in human resources. And if you can imagine how many thousands of people I've interviewed in 25 years, and I've also done coaching, this is year 25 now, I run into so many people who are what I call bored, burned out, or frustrated. And they feel stuck and they don't know how to become unstuck. And because of the work that I was doing in human resources, I go, well, you know, you can do this and this. And it just started to grow from there, and that's what I continue to do today.
Well, you are growing because you have a book. The title of your book is Your Success is in Empowering and Equipping You to Create Your Best Career Ever.
Yes.
Talk to us about the book and what it's all about.
Sure. Well, it's funny. I think I did the process backwards. I have a keynote that I do call Your Success is in You.
Yes.
And I kept thinking this should be a book because of the
Okay.
response that I would get. And I had started literally 7 other books. And I would get a chapter or 2 in and I'd go, this isn't the one.
Okay.
And I thought, I need to do my attempt with this book. And so I started writing it. And the goal is to help people understand that when it comes to their careers, they have to own it.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
that's our word. Own your
Yes.
now.
That's it.
Absolutely.
You have to.
to own it. And so many times people are sitting back and they're going, well, let me just see what the company's going to do.
Right.
And I'm going, it's not about the company, it's about
about
you and what you want. And that's always my big question to everybody is, what do you want?
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's helping people to start to understand that. Yeah, you have to own your now. You've got to own your now. You have to own your future, but you have to do it. And so that's really kind of the premise of the book and sharing
Right.
some insights to help them do
right.
that.
You know, the thing about it is, I remember the first time that I met you, and you talk about this also in the book. When you were like in a meeting and people, everybody's on the board and they're asking questions about how do you own your now, or basically, and what is it, your next steps, and you got that concept of like, yeah, I need to do my next steps, and everybody else is like, that's me. I remember sitting 20-something years ago in a space, wondering what next going to happen for me. Like, God, I'm ready to go. And we were doing one of those like Stephen Covey type things, and literally I thought it's time for me to go. It was my time to go, and I took that leap of faith, and I'm so glad that I did. But oftentimes people get stuck.
Yes.
What's one thing people can do when they get stuck?
Well, I think a lot of it is to figure out what got them stuck.
Interesting.
You know, were there some choices that they either made or did not make that actually got them stuck? And to own that,
Yes.
love that word own, but to own it, and then they have to make a choice that even if they don't know what to do at that time, but they're willing to do something to make a change.
Yes.
That's important, you know, to figure out what made you get stuck. I used to tell kids when I was a high school relations director, put everything you want in a fishbowl, then throw all the things out that you don't want, and just swim around in the things that you do.
Yeah.
And that was my advice to them. Speaking of advice, we are women of a certain age, and we are seasoned. We are seasoned, and we say it proudly.
Seasoned.
We are seasoned.
Absolutely.
There are young ladies out there today that are stuck at 21 years old. What would you tell your 21-year-old self?
What would I tell my 21-year-old self? Ask more questions.
Yes.
Ask more questions. I think when I was at that age, you know, at 21, I was graduating from college, and, you know, we have these preconceived notions of what that's supposed to look like, and, well, I'm supposed to have all of the answers.
Right.
I'm a college graduate, crying out loud. And you know, and I think for me, when I look back, I felt that pressure of I had to have the answers.
Interesting.
Not realizing that, girl, you're only 21.
Only 21.
You need to be asking a lot more questions. And, you know, I think about, I think he was a French philosopher, Voltaire. He said, judge a person by their questions, not their answers.
Ooh, that's a whole word.
Yeah, and I think, wow, I wish, you know, I look back now after years.
Amen.
Yes, because I'm seasoned.
Yes, ma'am.
But I think, boy, I wish I would have asked that. I wish I would have dug deeper into that. And I wish I would have been much more inquisitive versus feeling like I had to be the answer person.
Yes, and I think that oftentimes we have that pressure as women, especially as African American women, of we've got to be like, we always say check on your strong friends, but we got to be that strong woman that has all the answers in every area. You know, we're a wellness show, so when you think about the areas of your life that you're like, yeah, let me just sit in this space to grow. What spaces did you feel as a coach that you needed to sit in to grow?
Oh my gosh. You mean what spaces I still feel like I have to sit in
Thank you.
to grow?
Yes.
And you know, it usually I will hit a wall. And I was telling Justice earlier, I said, you know, when you're doing your own work, I said, I don't want to speak it over you. I said, but don't be surprised if you hit a wall from time to time.
Oh,
I said,
we all do it.
Yeah, I said, I have quit my business 160 times.
We experienced
Yes.
that.
Yeah, you know, you're like, oh, forget it. And usually those moments are what start to slow me down and go, okay, you're feeling this way, what's going on?
Yes.
And I will try to slow things down. I'm not seeing on social media as much.
There you go.
Because I'm getting into me and trying to figure out what's going on with me. Because if I'm all messed up, how am I going to be able to coach you?
Right.
Speaking of coaching, I want her to be my coach.
Right.
You do this with Fortune 500 companies. Like, you are all over. How do people connect with you for coaching?
Oh, it's really simple. They can go to my website, careercompassllc.com, and on the contact page, you know, they can get the phone number, there's an email address, or they can send a message. So I'm always open.
Well, Tracy, let me tell you something. I think I'm going to hit that button because I would love to be coached by someone like you. Not someone like you, by you. You are inspiring and you are so good for our community and good for our girls. You know, Tracy and I always talk about the young girls. They need to see more women that are out there and doing the work and owning the now. I have a question, Tracy. How are you keeping yourself well?
Yeah.
What is your wellness? Do you have a wellness
How you
routine?
filling up your cup?
Yes.
How am I filling up my cup? Well, I'm one of these, I guess, an ambivert where I can be very, very sociable, but I fill up by
Yes.
myself.
Yes.
Yes.
And I've learned over the years that if I don't get enough of that alone time, I become snappy.
Okay.
And I start chewing on people. And so I've learned that I have to have regular time by myself.
We all do.
Yeah,
I love
and
it.
it's for me. It's more for the mental
Sit
than the
with yourself.
physical.
Yes.
But I just have to. Yeah, I love that. Sit with myself sometimes, and sometimes there's no agenda.
Yeah. It doesn't have to
It
be.
doesn't
It
have
doesn't
to
have to
be,
be.
but it's just about I need to fill back up because when you do coaching, when you do speaking, you're giving.
Yes.
So
And
much
you're
of
giving,
yourself.
and you're giving, and sometimes by the end of the day, I'm like,
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
And you're coaching, and then you have your life outside of coaching.
Right.
So you're exactly right. You have
Right.
to sit and fill up your own cup.
Yes.
And around here, we call that the people get the stuff that's sipping off the
saucer.
saucer.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Once your
Overflowing.
cup is overflowing,
Yeah.
you
right,
get sipping
right.
off the saucer.
And so that's it. During the day, I almost see myself like a pump, a gas pump. I'm emptying out, and then I have to go by myself and
Yes.
plug in, and then I just fill back up. And so that way I can get up and go,
All right,
let's
all
do
right,
this.
let's do it.
Man, I see retreats,
Yes.
conferences. I know that
Yes.
you work with companies, but you got to do something when it comes to just the women. When the exclusives, let us know. 'Cause
Yes.
I know it's processing for
It
you.
is. You must be reading my mind because I am. I'm actually working on an idea now for women.
Awesome.
And it's to really help women break through some of this.
Yes.
Absolutely, your own head.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
get
know,
out of your own head.
Our own, yes, it is.
Yes, girl.
It is. It's
Yes.
our own head. Yeah, it really is because it's funny. I coach women. I have coached some amazing women from C-suite to individual contributor, and I've had clients where I'm sitting here going, okay, so let me get this straight.
Right.
You have cured cancer,
Right.
built a rover to Mars,
Right.
and did this while you were in labor with your 7th child. And you're still second guessing yourself?
Wow. Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that because a lot of times women, we second guess ourselves and we've accomplished so much. So I'm glad you said that part. And we can't wait for your women's
Yes,
retreat.
yes.
Thank you.
Before we
Your
close,
success is
I
in you.
have to ask you, what is your affirmation word?
Oh my goodness. I knew you all were going to ask me this, and I've been thinking about it. My word is push, but it's a word and an acronym, and it's pray until something happens.
Yes.
Every day.
Yes.
Every day.
And it's pushing into prayer, it's pushing against our fears. It's pushing against our own thinking sometimes. It's pushing against other people, those naysayers, the haters, and continuing to push until we reach purpose and full purpose, and that when we're really empty, we're empty because we have exhausted everything we're supposed to do.
everything.
Push until you reach
Yes.
purpose. That's a t-shirt.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I say faith it till you make it.
Yes.
Faith it till you make
Yes.
it. Because you got to have faith.
Absolutely.
And you have just today, being that it's a Friday, going into the weekend,
Yes.
I have so much that I process and reflect on. And this is what the success is in you.
Yes.
It's in us.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
We got this. Tell everybody again how they can stay connected.
So I'm on social media, LinkedIn, look up Bernie Frazier. I have a Facebook fan page, Career Compass LLC. I'm on Instagram, Bernie Frazier.
it.
Oh my gosh, and certainly my website, which is careercompassllc.com.
Career
Get the
Compass
book.
LLC.
Get the book.
Yes.
Get the book.
Yes.
Your success is in you. Everybody, just make sure that you stay connected to this sister. She is here for us. You can get her book on Amazon. You can get it on her website. We'll put all the information below. When we return, get ready for the Own Your Now Flow.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Every day.
Millions of people are connecting
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an
to
effort.
get to know each other,
On a deeper level.
Father,
cosplayer,
Mentor.
actor.
it's time we take a step forward
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together.
and discover
How accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
So now it is time for the On Your Now flow. Man, Bernie Frazier, a powerhouse indeed. Lady O, what was your takeaway?
The success is in me.
That's
It's kind of
right.
like, on the Wizard of Oz when they say, you've had it all the time.
You've had it all the time.
So the success is in me, and that's what I take from it. Man, I'm going to sign up for one of her seminars, or like you say, the retreat. It's just amazing to have someone pour into me and to tell me and to shore up the fact that success is in me.
We need those reminders. We do. Speaking of reminders, what is your affirmation word for today?
Consistency.
Consistency.
You have to be consistent. Let's say consistent. You have to be consistent. We always talk about exercise.
Yes.
You can exercise. It's not going to show up in 1 week. It's not going to show up. It may not show up in 6 months, which is discouraging. But stay doing it.
Yes.
Be consistent, because you will see the results that you were wanting. And the same thing with your career. You have to be consistent. So consistent is my word.
Yeah, and I think it's important because people value consistency. We know that you're going to be who you're going to be each and every day.
Yes.
I mean, some things may change, but I love it when we show up for each other and we're consistent. That's what this show is about, us owning our now. And she really spoke to that. And so I think it's important that we understand the power of knowing that when you are consistent in your walk, then you are able to push. You're able to push until something happens and define your purpose. And that's what we're going to continue to do. Until next time, you guys keep your cups full.
Go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping peace, love, and positivity.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so own your now.